If God saved us by grace, why does it still feel like we're failing Him sometimes? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Like, I know I'm saved, but I also know I'm struggling. We fall short. We mess up. And sometimes it feels like we're just stuck in this rut. And then we hear people say, hey, we're saved by grace, not by works. But then someone else says, without holiness, no one will see the Lord. So which is it? Today, we're diving into a question that hits at the heart of the Christian walk. If salvation is a free gift, is sanctification optional? Let's start with grace, because if we misunderstand grace, we'll misunderstand everything else. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9 says this: God saved you by His grace when you believed, and you can't take credit for this. It is a gift from God. Salvation is not a reward for the good things we have done, so none of us can boast about it. That means salvation is completely unearned. It's not a spiritual paycheck. We didn't climb our way to God. God came to us. Grace is the starting line. It's God saying, I love you. I forgive you. I receive you, not because of what you've done, but because of what Jesus did. But here's the thing. Grace doesn't stop at salvation. It begins a process. Process? What process? Now let's talk about sanctification. Sanctification is the process of being made holy. The word literally means to be set apart. It's the journey of becoming more like Jesus. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 3 says, God's will is for you to be holy. And 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18 reminds us that we're being transformed into His image from glory to glory. So here's the contrast. Justification happens in a moment. We're declared righteous. Sanctification happens over time. We're being made righteous in how we live. Hey, let's be honest, it can be messy. It's not instant, but it's necessary, because God didn't just save us to go to heaven. He saved us to be more and more like Christ. And this is where the tension lives, because grace says we're accepted, but sanctification says we're still growing. And sometimes that process feels like pressure. Paul, the Apostle Paul, understood this better than anyone. In Romans chapter 7, verse 15, he says, I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. Does that sound familiar to anyone? Paul, the same man who had radical encounters with Jesus, who planted churches, who wrote letters that shape our faith, still battled with the flesh. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 17, he says, the sinful nature wants to do evil, which is just the opposite of what the Spirit wants. And the Spirit gives us desires that are the opposite of what the sinful nature desires. So here's the truth. Grace is not opposed to effort. It's opposed to earning. Sanctification isn't us trying to prove we deserve salvation. It's us cooperating with the Spirit who is working in us. So let's be encouraged. If you've been feeling stuck or discouraged, doesn't mean you're not saved. Growth takes time, and sanctification is a process God is committed to. Philippians chapter 1, verse 6 says, and I am certain that God who began the good work within you will continue His work until it is finally finished. The fact that we're aware of the tension is proof that grace is working. God is not asking us to be perfect. He's asking us to walk with Him day by day, step by step. Are you feeling the tension between grace and sanctification in your walk with God right now? If so, drop it in the comments. I read everyone, and I'd love to pray with you. If this video encouraged you in any way, Share with someone who's feeling discouraged in their growth. And don't forget to subscribe for more Bible-based content just like this. And I'll see you in the next video. And family, let's keep walking in grace and growing in sanctification.